Anker has dropped the PowerConf H700. These headphones are available today, and these are geared for everybody working from home. If you are on conference calls and Zoom calls, whatever platform you are using to work from home, this is going to just be a great pickup, really. A pair of on-ear headphones with fantastic call quality and a lot of bells and whistles, app support. We're going to check all of it out right now. We're going to run through everything, but let's check out the PowerConf H700 and the packaging. You did see the quick unboxing, the Anker branding up here in the left corner, and the picture of the PowerConf H700. And it does come, this model here does come with a stand. You can order it without the stand. This guy right here, you can order it without this stand and you can save 20 bucks, but that stand also charges up your headphones. Now you can charge it up and just plug it in if you want to do it that way, but the stand is very cool and it's only another $20. And if you do order it with the stand, it does come in the box already. On the back, if we take a look, it tells us a little bit about the PowerConf H700. Super clear calls via AI-powered noise reduction, meeting transcription with AnkerWork computer software. So there is software for this. Digital hybrid ANC, compatible with all of the leading video conferencing platforms, and smart mute for in-person conversation. So there's a smart mute on here, and we'll talk about that. Now the stand here, you can see there is the branding here on the stand. You have some pins here, and that will match up with pins on the headphones. I'll show you that in a minute. And this just sits here, and it will charge up. And then there's a port on the back, the USB-C to plug into the wall. Very nice, very well built. Now, of course, we do get the paperwork here. We also get a carrying case, hard shell carrying case, Anker's branding here on the top of it. And if we can open this guy up, you can see we have a little pouch in here, some Velcro on it. And if we get into the pouch, we do have USB-C to USB-A to charge this guy up. Now, we also get some adapters on here, so USB-C adapter and a USB-A if you have to connect it to a different port and you need an extra adapter, a different end, they have you covered. Now let's put this stuff aside and take a look at the actual on-ear headphones. And look how clean these look. So very nice looking headphones. So the branding Anker on each ear cup. This right here is a dial. This is going to control, you're going to be able to push it in, and you're also going to be able to turn it to control your volume. And when you push it in, that's what will scroll through all of your functions when you are listening to music, you know, play and pause, next track, previous track, all of the good stuff. Your microphone here, of course. And I got to be honest with you guys, this is a very premium feeling pair of headphones. The smooth slide on here. Now this is a metal and plastic build on here. Enough cushion, plenty of cushion up top here. Actually, these things are very lightweight, very comfortable, and just super premium. Now the memory foam on here is very cushiony. Again, on ear. So I know a lot of people don't like that, but this isn't meant for a pair of headphones that you take outside, that you go to the gym. No IP rating on these. Are not meant for that. This is, you know, meant to be used at home when you are working. But these things are very comfortable, guys, very comfortable. And I'll throw them on here so you can see how they look. Again, on-ear headphones and the microphone, of course, you can move. And that is the smart mute with this microphone. If you want to talk, it will start and allow you to talk if you have it down. And if you just want to mute somebody, you can just put the mic up and it will automatically mute you if you are in a conversation. Now, a couple of cool things inside of the app. We are going to jump into the app right now. Now, once you connect this to Bluetooth settings, then you can go in and you can open up the Anker Smart Work app available on iOS and Android devices. And once you come in here, you can see it's going to give you a picture of these. Now, these are a navy color blue. You can't really tell because it is that dark navy. They look black, but the black color ones are actually a little cheaper. Those are the ones. The H700s are the blue ones, and the H500s are the black ones that do not have active noise cancellation, and those are a bit cheaper. So if you don't need ANC, you might want to go that route, but these ANC and ambient mode, we'll talk about that in a bit. But as you can see here, you can control noise cancellation, transparency mode, and normal mode from on here. And you can also, there is a dedicated button. Where is that button? Right here. There's a dedicated ANC button right here that you can also scroll through and control transparency mode, ANC, or off And you do have different levels. If we go and we turn it on, you got 2 levels for transparency mode, low and a high, and you also have 2 levels for ANC. So very cool on a pair of on-ear headphones, right? And we'll talk about how good that is after we get through the app. Now, you have an EQ in here, very typical of Anker, Soundcore, very typical with their apps. They give you an EQ with some fantastic presets on here. And not only that, you have the custom one where you can have the sliders and you can customize it to basically get whatever sound you want on here. So really cool that a conferencing pair of headphones have ANC, transparency mode, and we'll do a mic test, of course, but you get an EQ. Now, if you click on the settings button up top, you can go in, you can change the name, smart control. These are some of your controls. You can turn on and off automatic call answering. You can put on the headset when a call comes in. If you just put it on when a call is coming in, it will answer the phone for you. Smart mute, this is what I meant by putting this up, and it will mute somebody. You can actually turn that off if you don't want that function to be on. You can auto pause the music, basically on ear detection. If you are playing music and you want to take these off, it will automatically pause. And when you put them back on, it will automatically play if you have that function turned on. So you can turn that on or you can turn that off in the smart control section. A prompt tone, you can get it prompt in your head so you know what's going on. Your side tone, when enabled, incoming calls automatically turn on transparency mode, a very cool function in my opinion. Now you are going to have a bit of, you're going to be able to hear the outside because these are on ear, right? They're not over the ear, they're not covering you, so you will be able to hear the outside world a little bit, but transparency mode on here does make a big difference. So keep that in mind. I do like this function. And if you're working from home, you're going to want to hear your surroundings and hear what is going on. Now you can turn off your indicator lights. You got a mute indicator light and a busy indicator light, and update your firmware. And I did have to update my firmware when I first took these out of the box, and that does take about 15 minutes to do, so just keep that in mind. So the app on here is very cool. Now let's just talk about the noise canceling and transparency mode on here. Now they're good, right? They're on here headphones, so you're only going to get so much. The noise canceling on here, there is a difference between the low and the high, and it does drown out a good bit of low rumble. Nothing crazy, not as good as closed or over the ear headphones, but it does a very good job. And I'm glad that that feature is here, because sometimes when you work and you want to drown out what's going on around you, this is going to be a good thing. This is going to be a good option to have. And transparency mode on here, again, the 2 levels on here, transparency mode, it does a good job. Again, not the best. Think mid-range, maybe a little under mid-range, but very decent for a pair of on-ear headphones. You're not going to expect really great transparency mode or noise cancellation on a pair of on-ear headphones. Just not meant for that, right? You're always going to get it better on a pair of over-the-ear headphones, but I do like that they are on here and they do a good job. So let's talk about the sound quality on here, and this is something that shocked me, guys. These things sound fantastic. Plenty of volume on here for a pair of on-ear headphones. I've tested a few, and if you guys follow the channel, you know which ones were my favorite. And these blow those away. These sound, for a pair of on-ear headphones, I'm shocked at the amount of bass that these get. The difference in the EQ and the presets. The R&B is my favorite. It sounds really, really good. There's some good bass, some good highs and mids. It's not muddy. You can tell, Anker, Soundcore, they must have worked together on this. And I love it. I love how these sound. I was shocked. You can feel the rumble in your head. They're rumbling on your ears because they're on-ear headphones. So very impressed with how these sound. As far as on-ear headphones go, it would be tough, in my opinion, to beat these. Now, I've only tested a few. Some of them good, some of them not so good. These, I think, probably beat any of them. Very impressed with the sound quality. And these things are loud enough. Don't worry about the volume. These get loud. So very good on that end with the sound quality. Now, let's take a look. I'm going to play some music and we'll just do a mic test. All right, guys, a mic test. The Anker PowerConf H700 pair of headphones that you are going to want if you work from home. If you are a professional and you're on conference calls and you're in Zoom meetings or anything like that, this is what you are going to want. You are going to enjoy this pair of headphones. They are very well built. They sound fantastic. But what about the microphones? How do the mics sound? Let me know. Drop a comment. Now we have some crowd noise playing. Now there is tech on here called Voice Shield, and it should drown out some of the outside noise. I do have it very loud, so this is going to be a really good test on how good this sounds. It's right next to me. It's very loud. But what do you think? How does the mic call quality sound with a ton of noise right now? Drop some comments and let me know. Now the specs on these headphones: Bluetooth 5.0, the codecs, AAC, and SBC. Again, price on these guys right around $200, but I will drop some links where you can get a discount on these starting today. Now, battery life on here is going to be really, really good. You're going to get 24 hours of talk time and 35 hours of music playtime, and that is with ANC turned off. Now, with ANC turned on, the battery life is still pretty good. You're going to get about 21 hours of talk time and about 28 hours of music, and it does depend on how loud you listen to everything too. Now, there is a quick charge feature, so a 5-minute charge is going to get you between 3 and 4 hours of playtime, and it's different. It varies between that hour because that will depend on if you are using ANC. Again, it will be closer to 3 hours if you have ANC on and closer to 4 hours if you have ANC off. Now, as far as latency goes on these headphones, look, if you are just listening to YouTube content and videos and things like that, you're going to be good. These are not meant for gaming. If you were going to try and game on these, like gaming, you might notice a little delay, but you should be good. But the heavier games, you will notice a bit of delay. These are not meant for gaming. They're not gaming headphones, so just be aware of that. So look, guys, the PowerConf H700. What do I like about these? I love how lightweight they are. I love the build quality on here. So these things are worth the money, in my opinion, especially if you are somebody that works from home, and that's who these are geared for. If I was at home all day, I would probably want these in my repertoire of just tech that I can use to make my job easier, to make my work smooth in every way possible, right? It's all about the ecosystem now with tech, and this would be a good fit. Now, one thing I didn't mention, you can use this on 2 different devices on multi-point. So you can connect both to the iPhone or your computer or your Galaxy device, and I'll show you that really quick. So if we take a look at the Galaxy, we'll turn Bluetooth on, and we will connect to the PowerConf, connecting. And you can see we are connected now for calls. And if I open up the iPhone and we go in, you can see also we are already connected to the PowerConf H700. So you can connect to both. Now, the one thing I did notice about the app, if I have the app open on one device, I cannot open the app on the other device and use it through the app. I do have to close the app on one of the devices. I can't have the app open on both devices at the same time. It will still be connected to both devices at the same time, but if I want to do something inside of the app, I do have to close the app on one of the devices, whether that's a phone or your computer, whatever it may be. Now, one other thing that I want to mention, when you are playing music, and you scroll through, if you're listening to music with ANC on, or if you're listening to music with transparency mode on, or if you turn it off, and if you go scroll between, high and low on either ANC or transparency mode, there is a slight difference in the sound quality of the music. So just be aware of that. It's slight, and some of it sounds really good. None of it sounds bad, but there is a difference. But overall, you can kind of get away with that because you have the app. But just know there is a slight difference if you are using ANC, if you are using transparency mode, or you just have that off. You will want to adjust the EQ or the preset to get it to sound the way you want. But overall, look, these things are a very good pair of, on-ear work from home headphones. But really, right? It depends on the microphone. What do you guys think of the microphone on here? Drop some comments and let me know what you think of Anker's PowerConf H700, available right now. I'll drop the links below, guys. Hit that like button. A sub would be appreciated. And I'll be back soon with tons of content, guys. Stay safe. Peace.